Basically, I was asked to leave home. This happened, as I mentioned, with my second stepfather. I'm not really going to mention much about the first stepfather, but we don't. Everyone's busy in this life. Y'all don't have a lot of time. Thank you for listening, by the way. Wrote the possible forever, because it is possible to overcome, what's that word? Not problems, challenges. Overcome any challenge we're faced with. And this was a challenge for me to have my mom come into my room and ask me to vacate the premises because she was asked by her spouse. And this is something that, in talking to my friends over the years about our lives and what makes us who we are and where we came from, and a lot of people have said that yes, this happens a lot, where mothers are basically forced to by the husbands to make the children leave. And I'm sharing this with you just to be honest and let you know how I got to be where I am today. This is a very pivotal moment, and what happened was I was in shock. This person who has now passed, rest in peace, he sat there and he didn't say nothing. So he put all the onus on my beautiful mother, God bless her, to make me, to be the one to tell me to leave. So I'm like, you know what? These two love each other. I'm just gonna go. I didn't protest and nothing. I'm just like, no issues. Enjoy your Jehovah's Witness life. And I was taken in by a lovely family, and I was very devastated because I'm like, my dad deserted us. My mom told me to leave because of nothing really. And she later came back and apologized, asked me to come back home. I said no. Enjoy your marriage. But then she was sad, so I came back, and then 3 months later she told me to leave again. I'm like, who are you? Why would you do? And then, but when I was on my own, the point of this challenge was, I was thinking my mom doesn't really care, which she does, of course. Love you, Mom. And my dad, well, I tried to reach out to him when I was like 18, I think, or after that. But my whole point is, he never reached out. My aunt in North Carolina said, because my mom gave me her number because she didn't have my dad's number. And I talked to my aunt. I'm like, I need to contact my father because I wanted to talk to him. And she basically said, well, I can't give you his number because I don't know if he wants to talk to you. I'm like, I'm his son, so maybe you should give me the number. But basically, she got back to me and said that he didn't think it was a good idea. So at that point, I stopped trying to contact my dad, and that's another challenge that I overcame. And it ain't a problem, you can't force someone to love you. You cannot force someone to be in your life who doesn't want to be there. So these are all lessons learned and challenges that we can overcome. We shall overcome, not someday, today, right? Today. So basically, I was at a loss for words, and I was questioning life, which one should never question. Life is beautiful. Look at this beautiful Hyde Park here, Hyde Park, Toronto. There's always something that we can do in nature to kind of help us reset, right? So I was like, no, I'm gonna stay in this world, stay in this life, overcome this depressing situation. And I love myself, I love others, and I put all my pain into my poetry. And that was a very pivotal moment in my life. And I found an amazing poetry night downtown Toronto, around between Yonge and Dundas, Yonge and Queen, down by Eaton Center. I believe there was a poetry spot. There was this awesome spoken word artist named Black Cat, and it's all in my mental archives. So imagine, all truth spoken are poetry in motion. That was the name of the show, and that gave me my first taste of the spoken word scene, like the in our community back then. I met an awesome poet named Dwayne Morgan. Did wonderful shows assisting Dwayne. He had his start with Tropicana Community Services, and I did a lot of amazing things with Dwayne. Peace to Brother Dwayne. Thank you for all your support over the years. And other artists. And also I got a feel for like doing shows. I created my own open mic shows. And once again, this is all from being depressed over my mom and my dad not being there, and just striving to do for self, which is very important in this life. You can't always depend on others, and no one's obligated to do anything for you. Well, your parents are, but when we come to a certain age and stage, we got to take care of ourselves. So it's all about do for self and keep the mind right